Most cozy games are designed to make you feel comfortable. This one, though, really doesn't. Moomintroll Winter's Warmth drops you in a season where you're not supposed to be in, winter, and instead of easing you in, it just kind of leaves you there. It's quiet, a little lonely, and sometimes even unsettling, and that's exactly what makes it interesting. It is coming out on PC and on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 at a later date. I played this game on my Steam Deck, and here's what it's actually like. At its core, the setup is simple. Moomintroll wakes up during a season he's not meant to experience. In Moomin lore, they're supposed to sleep through the winter, so this isn't just a change in weather, it immediately feels off. Moomin Valley is quieter, slower, a little unfamiliar, even though it's technically the same place. But as you keep going, you start meeting characters who actually understand winter, and your perspective slowly shifts. Winter isn't lifeless, it's just different. Now that idea carries directly into how the game plays. At a basic level, you're exploring, picking up items, and helping characters by bringing them what they need to move things forward. You'll head out, find materials, solve a small puzzle or two, and then bring something back to unlock the next step. It's a simple loop, but it works because everything around it feels intentional. Exploration is pretty open, with very little hand-holding. You're not being pulled from one objective to the next, you're just moving through the world and figuring things out as you go. You will feel a little lost at times, but that's kind of the point. You're learning how winter works at the same time Moomintroll is. There was a moment where everything just kind of clicked for me. I stopped worrying about objectives and really just started moving through the world naturally, and that's when the game really started working. This isn't really a cozy game about comfort, it's more about learning how to exist in something unfamiliar. Now the game does lean pretty heavily into fetch quests, and there's a fair bit of backtracking. That's probably the weakest part. You'll feel the repetition, especially if the atmosphere doesn't fully click for you, but if it does, it's a lot easier to go along with. Now the puzzles are simple, but they fit. Nothing really pulls you out of the experience. Now the tone is where this game really stands out. It starts off quiet, a little lonely, but that doesn't last forever. As you meet more characters, that feeling slowly shifts. By the end, you're surrounded by people who you feel genuinely connected to, and that change actually starts feeling earned. The characters don't feel like quest givers, they feel like people you actually want to help. One that really stood out to me was Mizabel. Her story was surprisingly emotional and ended up being one of the moments that stuck with me the most. Visually, the game is really nice to look at. It's got that classic Moomin art style, and there were a lot of moments where I just had to stop and just take everything in. There were small details that really made the world feel more alive, like cutting through fresh snow and just feeling the difference when you're following your own path later and just moving faster was really cool to see. It's subtle, but it really makes you more aware of how you moved through the world. The music plays a huge role too. It fits the tone perfectly and really just pulls everything together. Now, performance-wise, on the Steam Deck, it ran at a smooth 60 FPS the whole time. The menus are clean, the text is easy to read, and everything just felt really well optimized. Now, accessibility here is pretty solid on the basics. The UI is clear, the text size is readable, and it's easy to navigate, but there aren't a ton of deeper customization options. Now, this isn't really a replay-heavy kind of game. It's more about the experience itself than coming back multiple times, but it's definitely the kind of game that sticks with you after you finish it. Now, at first, I thought this was going to be just another simple cozy game, but the more that I played, the more I started to appreciate how focused everything feels, from the pacing to the mechanics to the way the story is told. It's not trying to constantly keep you entertained. It's really trying to create a very specific feeling, and it does it really well. So overall, I really enjoyed my time in Moomintroll Winter's Warmth. If you're looking for something slow, atmospheric, and a little bit different, this is absolutely worth checking out. But if you want something a little bit more fast-paced or just gameplay heavy or something that you can just continually go back to, this probably won't be for you. It's not really about comfort, it's about learning how to sit with something unfamiliar. And if that clicks with you, then this one is going to stay with you. If you played it or you plan on playing it, I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy game reviews, and until next time, so happy gaming.